making this part of your day. We'll get to what's going on in the idea. It was the Bionic Woman, folks, and I want to welcome to Studio B this morning. If I butcher her name, she has the right to throw something at me here in the studio, and just give me the dick and.
Good morning, Harvey.
Good morning. Come on, get close to that microphone up there, and make sure that thing is. I got to remember that you're over there on mic 3. There you go. Now, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Pretty awesome.
Good. It's great to have you back on the mountain, but you're no stranger to Ruidoso, are you?
No, I was a ski instructor 06.
Really, in 2006?
Yes.
Or 1906? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, thank you.
I was going to say, that certainly doesn't show. No. Hey, she rides a motorcycle, and she gets all over the country, and Jake kept checking his phone saying, well, she's out of Mexico, and she's back to Texas now, and I thought, holy cow, what's going on? But she went across the border, and she's here she's here safely. You may or may not have heard of Nikki. You can follow her journey on Facebook, and she has a great story. It's an incredible story, especially for you young women who think that life is really too tough to handle. I think Nikki will prove that you can do it. And I don't know why your Facebook page is not coming up for me this morning. When I'd be on this computer, it works fine on my cell phone. Tell us why they call you the Bionic Woman, in your words, because you're the one that's made the travel so far. And the journey, and you're doing it all with a smile and a lot of wit, by the way. I mean, she's a gutsy gal here, folks. Tell us a little bit about your story and why we're sitting here today. And plus, it's an incredible journey. You've done some things we'll talk about that no other woman has done.
Well, in 2013, I had a severe accident. I was rappelling down a cliff, and I came off harness and free fall 45 feet. So I shattered my left leg that bad that I had to take it off. So I'm amputated below the knee. I also broke my spine, my pelvic, all my ribs. I was in intensive care for like 6 weeks, hospitalized for 4 months. And I went back to Germany for my rehab. 8 months later, I rebuilt 40% of my leg strength, and I don't like routines, so I decided let's go for a long walk, and I decided to walk from Georgia all the way up to Maine. It's called the Appalachian Trail, and on the Appalachian Trail people give each other trail names, and so I've been called Bionic.
So you thought it was just a TV series, folks. She's really here. She's really present here. I can't even begin to imagine the comeback from all of that. And you do it with such grace and a smile, and we were making a big joke about the shift pedal on your BMW motorcycle, folks. And I'll put a picture up of it after the interview. But part of it is a wrench. You went and. A company that's supposed to have an electric shifter, a thumb shifter, controlled your handlebar. I saw it. I saw the shifter. I saw it. It's in one of her saddle bags. It's just sitting in there, like it didn't work. First rainstorm, she said it was out. So you had to fab you a shifter, and it doesn't look like it could. It looks interesting. It looks like it might not be much fun for you.
So I tell you the story about that electronic shifter.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, it's quite amazing. I mean, because I called this company up and I said I'm fresh amputated and I want to ride my BMW again all the way across country. And they said it will work. And then I went to Colorado to a mechanic. So he put it on, had to get towed 3 times back to the same mechanic in Colorado. And then finally he said, okay, now you're on your way. It should work. Perfect. So somewhere in Texas, in the middle of nowhere, in a little tiny gas station, my flames started getting on flames. Flames were shooting out of my handlebars, and somehow I managed. It didn't explode the gas station, but the whole electronic shifter went down to nothing. I couldn't shift at all anymore. So I put my poor BMW bike manually by hand in 3rd gear and started riding in 3rd gear back to the interstate, and managed with ATV Rider website to come along with other motorbike riders who helped me out. And so one of the mechanics at the TV Rider website helped me out and fixed it manually, that I was able to make it all the way down to Miami to catch my airplane ticket back to Germany. That was right after my accident, so I was just released out of the hospital less than 2 months, and then I had that kind of a nightmare with the electronic shifter. So I'm telling people, if you want to get an electronic shifter, do not buy Pinkel Enterprise. And when I called this company up, I said to them, I want to make advertising not to buy Pinkel Enterprise electronic shifter.
We're going to put a picture of it up there. And I can't believe it. It happened to you so soon, you know, out of the hospital. And here she's banking on this. And it doesn't happen. I mean, you know, that's whatever happened to the Better Business Bureau and all the other people are supposed to be looking out at, you know, consumers, especially, you know, hey, listen, hope you're not getting charged medical device tax on that from the Obamacare initiative. No, I'm kidding, of course. Nikki, it's I can't even begin to imagine. I mean, we're kidding around about electronic shifter and things, but just saying that, you know, you didn't like the routine, the therapy routine and things. What you did is so off the wall. To take off and walk the Appalachian Trail. Folks, I know people that are in primo shape that probably wouldn't make it. And you sit here today with this fabulous accomplishment with a big smile on your face. And, what was the toughest part of that, do you think?
Well, the beginning, because I'm very competitive, and when I hiked the Pacific Crest Trail in 2006, of course with 2 legs, well, anyway, I never got passed by anybody, because I was leading always.
I don't doubt that for a bit. I don't doubt that. I really don't.
So this was the first time in my life that people kicked my butt, people passed me. I mean, also, people who are not that athletic in a way, of course, and so that really hurt my ego a lot. So I started getting competitive again, and I trying to get over the pain. It hurt quite a lot. I mean, it was super painful, but I realized no pain, no gain. If you're not forcing yourself to get out and do something for yourself, there's no magic pill who cures all your sorrows. And so from 40% leg strength, and the trail is 2,200 miles long. I had a couple setbacks. I was
2,200 miles long.
Well, that's shorter than the PCT. The Pacific Crest was 2,600 miles, so it's a little bit shorter, you know.
Who's counting when it's just, you know, a couple of 3-4 miles, you know? I can't make it 100 yards, you know? Gosh. That is 2,002 miles?
200.
I'm sorry, wow.
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
Now 2,180 something, I mean. I'm rounding it up. Oh,
Right.
yeah. Well,
Okay.
whatever.
Holy cow.
So I pulled this record this last year. So I was the first female hiker on a prosthetic leg who hiked the entire Appalachian Trail. So only a couple guys, like 2 guys only in the past, who accomplished that on a prosthetic leg. So I was the first female ever. And I had a couple TV interviews and newspaper articles and such like that. So if you Google my name, Niki, my last name Rellon, you can see a whole bunch of stuff on the web. My name is so unique, so everything pops up right away.
You know, that's one thing about having a unique name, you know. It does help. You're trying to promote yourself and search a little bit, and I did find your Facebook page. I even see a note up there from me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's great. It's funny, I had to laugh at Jay, because I posted a note from Farley's in Las Cruces. Well, that's where I was. But Jay's trying to tell me, hey, no, you know. I told Nikki, he said, it was great meeting you today. I hope you had a safe ride. And then the tags with Jay Castleberry. Me. Well, I was at Farley's in Las Cruces, but Jay said, no, we were at the Western. I go, I know we're at the Western. I'm at Farley's now. I just posted my date. So Jay, pay attention to your Facebook. So, and by the way, when I did Google you, you came up with Apache Adaptive.
Oh, wow.
How about that with Apache? You know, for handicapped skiers,
a friend of mine,
Apache.
Fredrik Moras, works for Adaptive.
How about that? So you came up in there.
Oh, great.
And it's that's showing. And so, you know, hey, here you got something really in common going with that. That's a wonderful organization. You're a ski instructor up there, and so you're. What is the calling? How did you find Ruidoso in the first place?
Oh well, I was staying in Tusa Consequence in 2006, and was helping a friend with the sheetrocks to get construction done. And I mean, it's in the middle of nowhere where he was building his place, and I got really bored, and I had to figure out something to do, and I bicycled all the way across from TRC to Ruidoso, and I get introduced to this German chick, and she was a ski instructor, and I asked her, hey, can I get a free ski pass? No, just become a ski instructor. That's all it started. And I went to a second-hand shop, and I got used ski boots, 2 sizes too big, and really old-fashioned skis from 1998, I guess. But anyway, so they hired me, but I said, don't use that ski equipment, we give you rentals.
Wow. You just pedaled over from T or C. It's all you do to ride my motorcycle from here to T or C. I mean, you know, folks.
Well, I bicycled from Alaska down to Mexico City at one time. Before my accident,
Did
of
you
course.
ride? Did you? What did you take to Mexico? No, you didn't take your. You didn't take.
I did bicycle all the way, Baja California, all the way down to La Paz, with the
Wow.
ferry across to Mazatlan, and then down to the pyramids, Teotihuacan.
She does ride a BMW. What is it? Let's see.
FGS 650. It's a dual sport bike, yeah.
Yeah.
So I got lazy because I have a prosthetic leg, so I'm motorbiking now. But I'm still going back to bicycling too, of course.
Wow, that is incredible. I would think that that you would have people clamoring to you to be your sponsor. I'm going to do my best to get that word out.
Ooh.
You're doing.
I need a
incredible
Honda.
stuff,
I need a
Ricky.
Honda, the African Twin. It comes with an automatic clutch, and that would be ideal. I love my BMW, but I cannot shift it anymore. So Honda, please give me the African Twin.
Okay, Honda. We need the African Twin, and we'll talk about it all the time. And yeah,
That
no,
would be a very good concept because I become a motivational speaker. I can ride that beautiful bike from one gig to another gig, present that beautiful bike to other amputees, and telling them, do not get an electronic shifter from Enterprise, do not get that. Get an African Twin from Honda.
There you go. Now you got it mapped out. That's great.
And by the way, I'm writing a book, so I should be told too that I coming up this year with a famous writer. He's my ghostwriter and my editor, John Long. He was becoming famous in the 70s by hiking in Yosemite Half Dome. He was like one of the most difficult roads in that time he climbed, and so I meet him up on the 19th this month, and we are coming up with the first chapter. We're putting it out on my Facebook page, and it'll be free, the first chapter, and it can be purchased probably end of this year or middle of this year. I don't know yet. How long it'll take.
Where did you grow up?
In Germany.
No, wait, what part?
No, I was growing up in the southern part.
No, knowing you, it was all parts. You know, you were hiking from here to there, bicycling from here to over there, and you can get there from here. I think it's Nikki's message. You can get there from here. Hey, that's a pretty good one. What do you say to young people today? I mean, we hear, we hear about kids that are so rich they don't know good from bad. Can't put down a Game Boy. Can't drop their phone for a little bit. I mean, you got a smartphone, but you don't worry a lot about it. I noticed at lunch you don't worry too much about it. You're traversing the earth. What's some good advice from you to younger people that, hey, they think it's tough now?
Well, I mean, if you're living in Germany, in the western side of Europe or United States, if you can figure it out here, I mean, go to Syria, figure it out there right now. I mean, come on. Yeah, here he goes.
You are a realist. I mean, you're right to the you cut to the chase. Well, that's very true. That's very true. What in the darkest moments and times for you? I'm trying to look to see the proverbial carrot out in front of the horse. I sometimes say the donkey, but I'm afraid you'll kick me. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I could. I was a professional boxing kickboxer
That's
at
the
one
other
time.
thing too. I know it. See, but what I mean her whole body is a deadly weapon, folks.
Became world champion 1998 in Copenhagen
Wow.
in kickboxing. Well, anyway, that was a long time ago. It was my previous life, anyway.
Previous life. Listen to this.
Get a bucket list out, I would say to kids. So set some goals out in life, and don't give up. There's always there's a will, there is a way. You never give up.
Wow, it's an incredible story. We're talking to Nikki very long. Did I say that right?
Correct.
Okay,
Got it.
good. I will not be bruised today. The Bionic Woman, and you can Google her on Facebook, or you'll if you just it's NIKIRELLON, and I'm riding in front. I'm riding behind her. Not even riding in front of her. I rode behind her. Going to Cloudcroft, and I look up and I see Colorado license plates, and so how about this? Because I was born in Denver and I grew up in Steamboat and San Luis Valley, and so. And would you believe the blue motorcycle I'm riding now? I haven't been to Colorado in 3 years. They pointed out to me, but usually I'm in Colorado multiple times a year riding, and I haven't. It's been such a busy time. I haven't, and so it reminded me, hey, I do have a bucket list. and more so than I've ever had in the past right now. But I need to get to Colorado.
Hey, you
soon.
can join me. I'm heading right now over to Colorado.
Are you going? You're going to the Centennial State now? Wow.
Well, Broncos won, right?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. I'm actually wearing a Broncos shirt today. It's the book. The book. Why a book?
Well, I mean, when I bicycled for 2 years over North America, from Alaska, Mexico City, cross country, and both coastlines are down, people told me already in that time, you should write a book, you should write a book. But I was too busy to do other things, of course, anyway. Now, I mean, I'm still trying to recuperate. I mean, I still have nerve damage, and I'm still not 100% perfect. It takes usually, anyway, 2 years before most people can tolerate a prosthetic leg, and I started hiking like a year out of the hospital. So anyway, right now I feel like I want to calm down for a while and figure out how to write a book. It's a new challenge. I think it's a good thing to do because I'm getting a little bit tired of all this traveling, and I think I can take a break for a while.
When you got out of say like high school, I don't know what they call it over there, but you know, more advanced education. What were you thinking about? You wanted to do with your life? What did you want to be? Did you have those?
Well, I became a chef back in Germany. My parents had a restaurant, and so I went to culinary art school, and I liked it because the fact that I like to travel. I worked on American cruise vessel as a chef. I worked on a mountain in a Swiss chalet, and I had to ski downhill end of the work shift, so it was ideal. So I love it.
What a tough job, yeah.
So I mean, as in that job, I had many opportunities to see the world and travel around. And but here in the United States, I became a ski instructor, and then I became an EMT basic, emergency medical technician, because I switched over to ski patrol. And right now I'm thinking about switching over again and working for Ski Adaptive, because I'm adaptive on my own, and trying to figure out for the coming winter season to become an adaptive ski instructor.
What an incredible idea! You know, that's well. When I saw that pop up, I thought, why didn't I think about that Saturday? I mean, you know, it didn't. So many other things go on. I mean, to think about, but I mean, it was just perfect when I saw it. Oh yeah, that was a no-brainer. You know, I should have seen that. I probably should have asked you about it. But I knew I was going to get a chance to talk to you this week. At least I was hoping you were still going to be here today to talk to us.
Well, all my friends remembered me, and everybody said, "Come on, stay over." So I did stay a little bit longer than I planned to. So you got lucky. You got me.
All right. Well, that's great. No, it's super, and I'm very grateful for taking the time and you know, this interview. I thought, she's going to be like a lot of people don't like to talk on radio. I knew that you were not afraid. There's no doubt in my mind. I mean, you know, I didn't make a big long list of anything because I figured from your tenacity and your life experience that we wouldn't have any problem having things to talk about.
Talking is easy. Come on.
It is. Talking is easy. Cheap.
But I'm trying to figure out how to write now, and that'll be harder. I mean, I think I'm a good storyteller, but trying to figure out how to write it down is a little bit of kind of a challenge.
Well, that's where you have other people. You get together, you circle the table, and you dictate, you talk to them. And there's people that have a way with words and a way with written words. You know, it's incredible. I know you have some place you have to get to, but I'm very grateful meeting you. I'm grateful for you taking the time to be here. Honda, come on, Honda. Let's go. Tell me what it is again.
The African Twin, a dual sport bike. It's an 800 cc, so instead of 650, I would be a little bit more horsepower, 800. That would be really sweet because I'm riding my BMW all the way up to Colorado, and then in Alaska there's all these RVs lining up in front of each other, and they gave me room they can pass by. But if it's 650, I didn't have enough horsepower to get by, you know.
Honda, she needs this. Come on, you're already getting free stuff from us already. We're still, you know, hey, Honda makes a great motorcycle. They do. So, hey, let's keep in touch. I'm gonna keep up with you. We're pals on Facebook now, and good luck with the book. And definitely, when that's ready, I hope you'll come back.
Hey, you're getting a signature copy of it.
Hey, thank you. That's very sweet of you. I appreciate that very much. I will read your book. I will. There's some that you know, I'm a big fan. There's some folks I read. Nelson DeMille. Everything that comes out from DeMille. He takes so long to read a book that I have time to read other people's books sometimes. But I'll read yours.
I will do it on audio too. It will be available as an audio book also for people who don't like to read.
You bet. And there are those folks too that the Kindles and
Kindle.
And whatever.
I think I want to go first Kindle audio, and then when it becomes a success, of course, it goes in print.
No doubt in my mind, it'll be a success. It'll be great. So super. Have you thought of a title, or it's top secret?
Yeah, of course. My Walk to Recovery.
Wow. Yeah, literally. Literally. That's great. That's great. We've been visiting with Nikki Raylan this morning, and try not to make it sound too fancy. You know, it's the Bionic Woman is here, and listen, you'll find her on Facebook, and drop her a note and say,